dear students, I'm Meenakshi Kothiyal, your computer teacher, and I welcome you again to the online video class of computers. Children, as your annual exams are about to come, so here I have written the syllabus for final exam. Lesson number 3, tools of word processor, in which 2 units are there. Unit 1, formatting a document, and Unit 2, editing a document. These 2 units are coming in your exam. Also, lesson number 7, features of file management. So, 1, 2 and 3. These 3 chapters are coming in your exam. So, now it's high time to pull up your socks and start preparing yourself for final exam. This question is define. Word processor. As the chapter itself, the name is tools of word processor. So, first we have to learn what is a word processor. Word processor, it is a software program used to store, format or edit a text document. Now children, when I ask you to write something, so you would take out the notebook and you will start typing with you will start writing down with the help of pencil or pen. But if I ask you to write down on the computer screen, then you would use some software. You would require some softwares on which you will type. Okay. So the softwares which are used to write down something or to format or to store the words or letters, those softwares are known as word processor. Okay children. Now next comes formatting text. Now what is formatting text? What is text? Text means the letters or the words we have typed on the computer screen. Okay, we term them as text. So what is formatting text? It is the process of changing the appearance of the document to make it more presentable. Now suppose if I ask you to write down something and you have just write it down. Now formatting means when you have beautify it with different additions, like suppose you have write down the heading with the help of red color. Okay, then you are writing down the these topics with the help of black color, and then the rest of the part you are writing down with blue color. Okay, so means what you are doing, you are formatting your paper or formatting your text so that it would look beautiful or attractive. Okay, so that is how, the same way we can do this in computer also. If you want to do some changes, if you want to modify our text, that process is known as formatting text. We can change the color of the text, we can change the style of the text, we can make them underline, we can make them bold as well. Okay, we can shade them, we can highlight them. So these all comes under the process of formatting. Okay, now next comes line spacing. What is line spacing, children? It is the vertical distance between the lines of text. Now what is vertical? Vertical means like this in standing position. Okay, suppose I have written these 3 lines over here. So this space which is in between these sentences, between these lines, is known as vertical line spacing. Means this much space I have given between these 2 words, and this much space I have given between these 2 lines. Okay, so these are what? Line spacing. Okay, it doesn't look seem good if you have written everything and you have not specify any spacing. So it would just like messy. It would seem like messy. Okay, so if you want to format your text, you can use it with the help of line spacing also. You can give proper space between the lines so that the text is clearly visible. Okay children. Next comes bullet. The bullet is a small graphic symbol that is used to list an item. Now what is this bullet? Suppose I have written something on the document, and suppose I ask you to write down the name of the students, or something like when you write something in a listed way, then you can use some small graphics, okay, which is present on the computer screen. See, this is how you can use these graphics. Okay, this is the bullet. These graphics are known as bullets. Okay, this is how here the bullets are used, okay, to enhance the beauty of lists of items on the document, okay, on the text document. So bullet is the small graphic symbol that is used to list an item. Now here comes question number 2. Write down the basic tasks that can be performed on MS Word. Now children, whenever we open MS Word, it is a word processor software. We with the help of MS Word, we can type text on it. Okay, we can do typing, we can prepare letter, we can prepare reports. Okay, so here the question is, what are the different basic tasks that you can perform on MS Word? So we use, basically the question is, what is the use of MS Word? So we use, or the basic tasks that we can perform on MS Word are, we can create a new document. Okay, so MS Word is used to create a new document. Second, saving our document. On MS Word, we can also save our document for future use. Okay, means we are storing the letters and reports on computer. Okay, next, closing a document. When we are done with the work, then we can close the document as well. Fourth is opening MS Word, means we can open the document which is already saved, and if you want to make some changes on it, we can also open it next time also. Okay, so MS Word is also used to open the pre-saved documents. Okay, so these are the different tasks that we can perform on MS Word. Next comes, what are the different ways of formatting a text or font? Text or font, both are same. You can say text also, you can say font also. And text and font are simply the letters or the words. In English we say words, and in computer language we say text or font. Okay, so the different ways of formatting a text or font are, first, changing the font size and color. We can format the text or font by changing its size or by changing the color. Okay. Next, by giving line and paragraph spacing. By giving proper space between the lines and paragraphs, we can also format the text. Okay. Third, making text bold, italic or underlined. Bold means darker. If you want to analyze, if you want to emphasize on particular word, to make it bold, to make it dark, so that we can easily grab attention towards that word, so we use the bold. Okay, if you want to italicize, it means to slant, to bend down, then we use italic. If you want to underline that particular word, then we can use underline also. So we can bold a text, we can italicize a text, or we can underline it as well. Now fourth one, by using bullets and numbering. Bullets and numberings, these are the simple bullets are what? These are the simple graphic symbols which is generally used to list an item. Okay, and we can also, if we are writing down the list of students or whatever the list which you have given, so you can put numbering also. Okay, so these are the different ways in which we can format a text on MS Word window. Okay, children? Here comes the question number 4. Write down the shortcut keys for the following functions. If you want to centralize a text, then you have to use this shortcut key, Control plus E. Okay, if you want to make the text bold, you have to use this shortcut key, Control plus B. Next, if you want to justify a text, then you would use this Control plus J key. If you want to underline the text, use Control plus U. If you want to align the text right side, then you would use this shortcut key, Control plus R. If you want to align the text left, then you would use Control plus L. If you want to italicize the text, then you would use Control plus I. Okay, so these are the shortcut keys which are used to perform these functions. Okay, now this is an important question, children. Okay, this question can come in your exam. Okay, now children, what you would do, the questions which I have written over here on the board, you have to note down all these questions along with the answers in your computer notebook. Also, now this much you have noted down in the notebook. Wait, now fill in the blanks, and question number 3 on page number 50, you have to learn these questions only. Okay, because these fill in the blanks and these name 3 tasks types questions, name the following type questions, they are marks scoring questions. Okay, you can easily score marks. Okay, now write down these questions in the notebook and learn, fill in the blanks and question number 3 of yourself. Okay, no need to write down the fill in the blanks and a third question in your notebook. You just simply learn them all. Okay, So children, this is now for today. We will be meeting soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay home.